I'm Jason Epperson. This is RV Miles, and it's time for the latest in RV and camping news. First up, Brinkley RV has released an early look at its new Model I lightweight travel trailer line. Brinkley's been kind of working their way down from the biggest models to smaller. They debuted their Model Z Air travel trailer line back in January at the Florida RV Super Show in Tampa. This isn't that. Those were sort of fifth wheel quality, heavy travel trailers that still need a heavy duty truck to tow them. In fact, they're called the Z Air because they complement the Model Z fifth wheel just in a travel trailer format. They range from like 13,000 pounds to 15,000 pounds gross vehicle weight rating, totally loaded, which is super heavy for a travel trailer. The new Model I is going to allow people who have half-ton trucks and large SUVs to enter the Brinkley market. Now, we don't know a ton about these yet, but they look stylish and they keep a lot of the Brinkley standards like frameless windows, dovetail drawers, and solid surface countertops. The exterior is actually painted aluminum. It's not fiberglass. The Model I 265 prototype they showed has a hideaway wardrobe under the bed. So you lift up the bed and the center section of it has a clothes hanging area and is open all the way down below the bedroom floor. And the sides are kind of like shoe storage or folded clothes. There are a lot of very big windows in this prototype floor plan. And it has something interesting, a video projector that shoots onto a window shade for entertainment. This is not the first time we've seen that, but on this one, you can actually project the image to be seen through the window via rear projection to the outside, if you wish, for a campsite movie night. I'm not sure if it's an additional shade or projecting right onto the window or how that works. It'll be really interesting to see the execution of that because a lot of the models with projectors I've seen kind of missed the mark a bit. No word yet on the weight or price point or anything like that. They'll be showing off this prototype in person next month at the Tampa Bay Fall RV Show, and I suspect again at the Florida RV Super Show in January. Pre-orders should be available soon, and retail orders are expected to hit dealer lots in March. Forest River has announced it will close its California-based manufacturing facilities in Hemet, California and Rialto, California, affecting approximately 400 employees. A release said the decision to close California manufacturing operations stems from the rising cost of doing business in the state, saying, quote, "These increasing costs have made it challenging to maintain a competitive advantage from these facilities." Manufacturing will conclude by the end of 2024, but one of the two facilities in Hemet will be converted into a dedicated Forest River service center to help continue to serve the dealers and customers in California. If you don't know, mainstream RV manufacturing mostly operates out of Indiana. About 80% of North American RV manufacturing happens in the Elkhart area of Indiana, with little pockets in southern Michigan, Alabama, Iowa, a few other states. But it's really expensive to ship an RV across the country, especially across the Rockies over to the West Coast. And it's kind of a different market there anyway. So there are several independent brands headquartered in the West, particularly up in the Pacific Northwest. And then some of the big Elkhart manufacturers have plants in the West to maintain a competitive advantage over the brands that have to charge a few $1,000s extra due to shipping costs. Sometimes it's entirely different brands. Sometimes it's just slightly different adaptations of the Eastern units. Forest River has over 100 manufacturing plants. This isn't a big, huge hit on them or anything. Forest River is the largest towable manufacturer out there with dozens of brands under their belt. The various Forest River brands currently manufactured in the affected California facilities include Salem Cruise Light, Shockwave, Sandstorm Toy Haulers, several other brands. They're going to be relocated to existing facilities in Indiana. Forest River still has some operations in Oregon in the West. More in a moment, but first, this episode is sponsored by our friends at Liquefied RV Toilet Tank Treatment. They gave everybody who attended our homecoming rally a bottle. Everybody has absolutely loved it. It's one of my favorite things about doing these ads because every time I do, people comment they love Liquefied. I've never heard anybody complain about it. Liquefied RV Toilet Treatment was created by the folks over at Matt's RV Reviews. Matt was searching for a product that could really improve how RV tanks smell and how they break down the waste, and they really hit a home run with it. They've got a new warehouse in Elkhart as well, and you're going to start to see them in a lot more stores soon. But for right now, you can find them over on Amazon in their Amazon store or over at liquefiedrv.com. Check them out. They've got different scents now and sensor cleaners and more. Liquefiedrv.com. Airxcel is a brand you might not know of. They're a parent company of several RV component brands that you may have heard of, like Dicor, who makes that sealant you fix your RV roof with, or Max Air fans and Coleman Mach air conditioners. They just held a showcase for manufacturers where they announced several really big new products that I was able to attend, and I got to see some of this stuff. The most exciting thing is probably a couple water heater innovations from AquaHot. The Wave 40 is said to be the first truly new type of heating in the RV industry in 40 years. It's an on-demand water heater and furnace, and it has patent-pending technology that involves heated plates that can run on electric, propane, diesel, or gasoline, offering up to 34,000 BTUs of heat, and is suitable for high altitudes up to 15,000 feet. Don't think you're going to be camping above that. The system boasts Wi-Fi connectivity, so you can actually adjust it from wherever you are. If you got a pet in your unit, for instance, and you want to be able to change the heat level at a restaurant or something. 4 heating fan speeds, 10 air circulation fan speeds, and an automated timer in the thermostat, which is rare in an RV. The operation is also open source, so it can be paired with other systems. So this is essentially a modernization of AquaHot's current hydronic heating system, and it kind of combines a lot of the components of it in one unit together. It's both your coach heater and water heater, and it does that through either hydronic coils that send heated coolant through your floor and walls, or it can also blow hot air. You're not going to get super hot water on the electric side of it, but it does have that, which most on-demand water heaters don't have. You're still best using the fossil fuel to get hot water, but it's there for quick warm hand washing and stuff like that. And the water flow levels that you need to get it working are much lower than in the past. One of the biggest problems with on-demand water heaters is that you have to waste a lot of water to get hot water, both by waiting for it to get to the faucet and because the rate of flow needs to be fairly high. You also then usually have a max rate of flow that the hot water can keep up with. The Wave 40 has sort of expanded that range of flow between being able to use a pretty low flow and being able to take a high pressure shower when you're on full hookups. They currently have a diesel version ready, and the propane and gasoline versions are coming soon. They also debuted the AquaHot Edge tankless on-demand water heater, which is going to be a much lower price point than the Wave 40. The Wave 40 you're going to see put into high-end motorhomes and fifth wheels for the most part, I'm guessing, but the Edge is going to be competing more with basic on-demand water heaters that are out. But this one has a trick up its sleeve. It's sized to fit into existing standard 6-gallon water heater sidewall cutouts, so it can replace a tank unit, and it includes a recirculating loop, guaranteeing that the hot water is always available. The hot water recirculates throughout the rig, so it's always right there at the faucet, providing an almost instant hot experience. No more wasting precious onboard water waiting for the spigot to heat up. Over on the cooling side of things, Coleman Mach announced new thermostats, including one that you can access via the internet from anywhere in the world, modernized ceiling assembly designs, updated exterior shrouds, and a new 48-volt DC to 115-volt AC inverter with an integrated soft start that you can actually add on to an existing Coleman Mach air conditioner, which will allow that unit to operate on shore power or on battery power more efficiently. I really like the new look of the Coleman Mach units. It's almost automotive, and the thermostats seem great. They even have one new thermostat that will control several air conditioners and several Max Air fans at once. That's possible through the new Max Air MS series Max fan, designed to integrate with RV's multiplex systems for seamless control over climate control system. So your Max Air fan can be operated via your thermostat. There's also the new Max Air pivot fan. This is really cool. It's a fan section that drops down and pivots for directional airflow. It's essentially the same powerful Max Air fan that you can just aim wherever you want. There were other cool new products too, like a combo induction propane cooktop and a new slam latch for cargo doors that allows you to just use one handle for 3 latches on a really big door. My favorite though was the Dicor Power Center, which is your typical RV power center, except every single DC circuit on it. So your lights, your water pump, your fans, anything that runs off of DC battery is on a Bluetooth control. If you forgot to turn the water pump on and you're naked in the shower, Turn it on with the app instead of getting dressed and running out to switch it in the front of your coach. Or use it to turn on the water pump to wash your hands with your outdoor shower when you're at the dump station. The brilliance of this is that it's dumb, meaning it's not a proprietary computer controlled system that keeps you from using all of your devices if your little control screen goes out. It's not a replacement for your switches and buttons. You'll still have all of those. They're still there. And if the Bluetooth stops working, everything will still be operable. It's just a simple additional feature that really could make life a little bit easier instead of just making manufacturing cheaper. I really, really like this unit. Airxcel is headquartered in Wichita, Kansas, and they've also kicked off a new RV furniture line called Solace and a new line of chassis accessories like tongue jacks and leveling systems called Forma. Look forward to seeing those on new units coming soon. That's it for this week's RV and camping news. If you got something else video, hit the like button. If you want more like it, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot, everybody. See you next time.